The US Secretary of War has ordered newly deployed Marine units in the Red Sea to prepare for potential operations against Iranian strategic positions in the Strait of Hormuz. These Marine forces, described as special operations capable, have been relocated from bases in the Asia-Pacific region, along with their accompanying naval vessels. A separate contingent, comprising a 500-strong training force also from the Asia-Pacific, has been deployed to the Gulf or Red Sea area near the strait. According to the Secretary, a training operation focused on seizing the strait is now underway. US military command asserts it holds a significant advantage over Iranian forces, particularly in naval power. They claim to have destroyed a substantial portion of Iran's fleet, including 350 warships and transport vessels, with over 60 warships confirmed sunk. Furthermore, the US declares it has achieved complete control over Iranian space, effectively neutralizing the country's defensive capabilities. This includes the destruction of 85% to 90% of Iran's defense infrastructure, such as missile defense systems, launch sites, storage facilities, and airfields. Officials state that Iran's ability to launch cruise missiles has been reduced to less than 10% of its original capacity. These assessments have been publicly echoed by former President Donald Trump. Discussions within the Trump administration have reportedly included the deployment of thousands of additional US troops to the Middle East. A key objective is the use of both naval and ground forces to secure the Strait of Hormuz and its surrounding islands. Sources indicate that the possibility of securing Iran's uranium stockpile has also been discussed. However, a large-scale ground invasion of Iranian territory is not considered imminent due to the high risks involved, which would expose US forces to Iranian missiles and drones. The administration maintains that all options remain on the table to achieve its stated goals, destroying Iran's nuclear capabilities, neutralizing its navy, preventing regional destabilization, and ensuring Iran cannot threaten shipping in the Gulf. The Pentagon has authorized the deployment of additional naval forces and warships to the Persian Gulf in response to continued Iranian aggression against shipping near the strait. Reinforcements. Secretary of War Mark Esper authorized the deployment of 5,000 Marines and associated Marine Corps units from Japan. These forces are currently operating from the USS Paoli and other vessels in the region. Airstrikes. Last week, airstrikes were ordered on the Iranian island of Quetta, located 16 miles of the Iranian coast, through which a significant portion of Iran's crude oil is exported. Military targets on the island were the focus of the strikes, with efforts made to avoid damaging oil fields. Special Operations Expansion. The US has expanded the 31st Marine Expeditionary Unit MU, a special forces capable unit, which now comprises approximately 5,000 personnel. This unit is designed to be self-sustaining, operating from small ships as mobile bases. It integrates ground combat forces infantry and artillery, an air combat element MV-22 Ospreys and other aircraft, and a logistics command group to coordinate movement and supply. The US military has also deployed deep-sea probes and munitions, such as the 500-pound Predator, to target Iranian missile launch sites and coastal infrastructure used for anti-ship missiles. US military command in the Middle East has acknowledged that despite a week of intense strikes, Iran continues to target US and coalition forces. This has led to the exploration of further options, including putting pressure on Iran by targeting its strategic islands. Experts suggest that seizing islands like Quetta could serve as a powerful bargaining chip to prevent Iran from destabilizing the global economy, given its strategic location for oil exports. Other islands under consideration for potential operations include Hassan Island, located on the edge of the strait. It hosts Iranian naval forces, missiles housed in underground tunnels, and a major power plant. Coast Island, a smaller island west of Hassan with an airfield. Island, located east of Hassan. It serves as a docking area for small Iranian vessels. Placing Marines on these islands, rather than on the Iranian mainland, is viewed as a potential loophole that would allow the US to project power without technically invading Iranian soil, a promise President Trump has sought to keep. Such operations could involve as Navy submarines, naval aircraft, and amphibious assaults using helicopters and S-35 type aircraft capable of landing on unprepared sites. Regional partners, including those in the Persian Gulf, provide access to airspace and bases. This enhanced presence would also strategically position US forces to intercept Iranian speedboats and shoot down missiles threatening commercial traffic through the strait.